Om Bhadram Karnevi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatra Sthirairangai Stuštavansas-tanubi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuh Swastina Indro Vruddhashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starkho Arishtanemi Swastino Brihaspati'r Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are studying Gaudapadya Mandukya Karika, and in the third Advaita Prakaran, we were reading 24th Karika last night. And the 24th Karika is Neha Nanati, Neha Naneti, Chamnayat, Indro Mayabhir Ityapi, Ajaya Mano Bahuda, Mayaya Jayate Tu Saha. Previously it was told that the description of the creation, how there can be a description if there is no creation. And the reply was given, whether the creation are real or unreal, the description words would be the same. And because Shruti has told logically there cannot be any description real, so we should take that meaning to be correct. And that example of that is being told in this Karika, that Shruti has said, Na iha nana iti. Here also there is no variety. Cha amnayat, this being the Shruti Vakya, Indro Maya bhi Pururupa iyate iti api, and also there is a sentence that the Supreme Lord through his Maya Shaktis appears as many. So there also Shruti is not described as real, but as unreal appearance. So, Ajayamano, the reality without getting born. Bahuda Jayate Mayaya Tusa. So, the reality is born in many forms, but without getting born. It means that it is born through Maya. An appearance, something like magic show. That is the meaning, Maya. And it was explained also. There a doubt was raised. Nanu pragyavachano Maya Shabda. The word Maya is also used to denote pragya. Pragya means intelligence, understanding, our normal intelligence, our normal understanding, our normal subject perceiving objects through indriyas. That is the understanding. That is the knowledge, which is denoted by the word Maya. So Maya denotes knowledge, all right. Maya denotes that knowledge which we gather or perceive or understand through our indriyas. So the meaning that the Maya is not always used for magic or appearance. Maya is also used for intelligence, understanding. Okay? Maybe intelligence or understanding of what is real and unreal in this relative world. It may be a discrimination of real and unreal, but not in that absolute sense. In this world, the experience we are getting is real or unreal, or understanding of what the nature of thing is in the world. So again and again it is pointed out, Satyam, yes, we accept that Maya is used as pragya, as understanding, as discrimination, as intelligence in this world. Indriya pragyaya. So, pragya represents, Maya represents pragya in the sense of Indriya pragya. Indriyas are bringing right knowledge or appearance, worldly sense, empirical sense. Indriyas giving us knowledge or understanding, as Indriyas can give. So we accept Maya means knowledge, but this is the knowledge gathered by the Indriyas, and avidya mayatvena, Indriya pragyaya. That means that knowledge or intelligence which comes through sense organs is always due to wrong knowledge. The senses work only in our avidya, in our ignorance, is our wrong knowledge. Mayatva abhipa gamat adosha. So the meaning of Maya is understood as akin to, as equivalent to avidya. Though Maya is used in the word of pragya, that is indriya knowledge, indriya discrimination, indriya understanding. So all these indriya things are out of avidya, out of the ignorance or out of the wrong knowledge of man. And so, there is no fault in our telling that Maya is delusion. Maya bir indriya pragyavi. So, let us take the full meaning of the word Indro Maya bhi pururupayate. So, Maya bhi there will mean Indriya pragyavi. Indra through the knowledge created through Indriyas, avidya rupa ve, which are always of the nature of wrong knowledge, ignorance, delusion. Iti artha. So that will be the real meaning. So ajayamano bahudha vijayate iti shrute. Because that also is quoted here. Ajayamano bahudha. So ajayamano bahudha vijayate, without getting born, that of which nature is not to get born, is born in various ways. So you should understand the meaning of born. The meaning is apparently, clearly, appearance. Iti shruti. Tasmad maya eva jayate tu sa. So the reality is born through Maya only. Not in reality. Tu shabdo avadharanartha. Here the tu word is used for emphasizing, for deciding, definiteness. So that is the avadharana of the firmness of the conviction, firmness of our conception. For that, tu word is used. Tu shabda avadharanartha. Maya eva iti. So meaning will be by Maya alone, not in reality. Nahi ajayamanatvam bahudha janma cha ekatra sambhavati. Of the nature of not being born and being born in various ways cannot be, these two meanings cannot be together. Agno eva shaityam aushnam cha. As if in the fire there is cold also and heat also. Heat is there. Cold can never be there in fire, really. Phalavat tvacha atma ekatva darshanam eva shruti nishchito artha. And the result of ekatva darshan is the perfection of life. And result of anekatva darshan is dangerous in life. That also is told. The definite meaning of the Shruti. Tatra ko moha tasyoka ekatvanupashyata ityadi mantra varnat. Ishopanishad it is said, when everything has become self in the knowledge, consciousness of a man, it is not possible for delusion or misery to come when one sees ekatva. When one perceives ekatva, then misery or delusion is not possible. Fascination. Mrutyasa mrutyam apnoti iti ninditatvacha. On the other hand, the duality is always condemned, as the man who has dual perception will go from death to death. Ninditatvacha srishtyadi bheda drishte. So if the srishti sentence creates a bheda drishti, then it is ninda that will go from death to death. Okay? Now further corroboration through the Shruti. Sambhuter apavadacha sambhava pratishiddhate ko nvenam janayediti karanam pratishiddhate. Now the reference is to Ishopanishad, 12th mantra. So, the 12, 13 and 14 mantra of the Ishopanishad say that Andam tama pravishanti ye sambhuti mapasate tato evacha tato bhuya evacha tamo ye asambhutyam rata. That means sambhuti means the created world, the manifested world, created world. Now, if the created world has the consciousness is of the created world, then that person goes to blinding darkness. That is the 12th mantra. First line of the 12th mantra. If one worships that unborn, then it is still more darkness. So we are not concerned with that here. And so, this sentence shows that if the creation would have been real, then it could not have been said that you go to darkness if you meditate according to that. So the apavada, that means the mistake in calling, worshipping Sambhuti, through that, sambhava pratishiddhate, through the criticizing or telling the wrong result of Sambhuti, means that the creation itself is denied. And then, in another sentence, ko nenam janayed, who can give birth to this Brahman? That means, karanam pratishiddhate, that is, there cannot be any cause of that Brahman. Brahman cannot be born, sambhuter pratishiddhate, and something causes the Brahman to be born is also denied by telling ko nenam janayed, who can create this Brahman. So karanam pratishiddhate. So any cause of Brahman also for its creation is denied. Shankar says, Andam tama pravishanti ye sambhuti upasate iti sambhuter upasyatvad apavada sambhava pratishiddhate. Sambhuti, people do upasana, and that is criticized here. Through that, Sambhuti has been denied. Nay, Paramarthata Sambhutayam Sambhuti Tadapvada Upapaddhati. If there was real creation, then creation would not have been criticized. Doubt? Nanu. Vinashena Sambhute Samuchya Vidyartha Sambhuti Apavada. You go to 14, 12, 13, 14. And in their meaning is together. So in the 14th mantra, because the teaching is to combine Sambhuti Upasana and Asambhuti Upasana. So the only Sambhuti Upasana is denied. So it is not bad result of Sambhuti is not itself some teaching, but it is a part of the teaching of the combination of the two upasanas. Yatha andam tama pravishanti yavidyam upasate iti. So before this 12, 13, 14 comes 9, 10 and 11. And there also those who worship avidya, meaning those who do only subject-object work, go to blinding darkness was told. But that was not criticizing. That was for the purpose of prescribing the combination of avidya with vidya. That means the combination of work with knowledge. That was the reason there. Similarly, in Sambhuti denial, it is not meant for Sambhuti denial, it is meant for the combination of Sambhuti and Asambhuti Upasana. Just as in 9, 10 and 11, the denial was not for denial, but for prescribing the combination of avidya, rup karma and vidya. So, like that, there also the vidya was not perfect. So, not the perfect vidya. Now, because of that similarity, don't say that this is a condemnation. Satyameva devata darshanasya sambhuti vishayasya vinasha shabdavachyasya karmana samuchya vidhanartha. We do not reject that this is for the sake of combination, sambhuti apada. So sambhuti is denied for combination, we accept. Tathapi vinasha kasya karmana swabhavika ajnana pravritti rupasya mrityor atitarnarthasya. So what devata darshana karma samuchayasya purusha sanskararthasya karma phala raga pravritti rupasya sadhya sadhanai shena dvaya lakshanasya mrityor atitarnarthatvam. So we accept that the declaration is for combination. But what the combination is going to give? Chitta Shuddhi. It is not going to give you the absolute realization. So from that point also, and it is criticized, isn't it? So because it is criticized, it is wrong. Without being wrong, how it can be? Maybe for the sake of that is all right. But it is criticized. And you cannot criticize the thing if it is right. So it is not right. You must know that the criticism shows that it is not right. And then this results in going beyond death, and that gives more immortality. All this is for purification of the man. We accept. The desire for sadhya and sadhana, that is death. And to cross that death, we are asked to combine. All that is accepted. But criticism is there. So a right thing could not have been criticized at all for any purpose. Evami eshana dvaya rupan mrityoho ashuddhair vyukta purusha sanskrita syad. Ato mrityor atitarnartha devata darshana karma samuchaya lakshana hi avidya. So avidya and vidya. Vidya is devata darshan. Vidya is not the absolute knowledge here. Vidya is that at the most Ishvara darshan. And so it is a particularized devata darshan. And about that combination is for purification. So in that also, taking that meaning also there, in the example given in the 1911, that avidya is condemned, is definite. Evameva eshana lakshana avidyaya mrutyoti taranyasya viraktasya Upanishad शास्त्रार्थालोचना परस्य नान्तरीयकी परमात्मा एकत्व विद्योत्पत्ति रीति पूर्व भाविनी अविद्याम अपेक्ष पश्चात भाविनी ब्रह्म विद्या मृतत्व साधना एकेन पुरुषेण संबद्धमान अविद्या समुच्चयते इति उच्यते. So there also through work you destroy. It is fallen down. Through work you destroy impurities and then you will become fit for the real knowledge. Is the clear meaning there? For that is that combination. Ato anyarthatvad amrutatva sadhanam brahma vidyam apeksha nindartha eva bhavati. So it may be for some other meaning, but it is for criticism. Sambhuti apavada. So similarly, taking similarity from this, Sambhuti is denied, Sambhuti is condemned. So that is definitely, Sambhuti is not the right knowledge. Ataiva Sambhute apavadat, Sambhuter apakshikameva sattvamiti. So Sambhuti was a relative truth. Therefore only it is condemned. Iti paramartha sad atmaikatvam apeksha. Amrutakya samava pratishiddhate. So the real Amrutatva is one only, without a second Paramatma. So in comparison to that, Sambhuti is only a lower something, relative something, not real absolutely. Eva maya nirmitasya eva jivasya avidya pratyupastapitasya avidya nashe svavarupasyat paramarthata konvenam janaye. So this being the case, see the other sentence, who can create it? So it is impossible to create the reality. There is no cause of the reality's creation, is also equally emphatic. Nai rajvam avidya rupitam sarpa punarvivekato nashtam janayet kaschit. If the snake produced in a rope due to wrong knowledge is once known that it is not real snake, then you cannot create it again. Tatha na kaschit enam janayediti ko nu iti aksheparthatvat karanam pratishiddhate. So ko nu enam janayed is a akshepa negation, not a question. Avidyodbhutasya nashtasya janayitru karanam na kinchid asti iti avipraya. Because it is born due to wrong knowledge, so when it vanish, then no one can create again. Because it is unreal. So once the unreality is destroyed by knowledge, then it again cannot be unreal, again cannot be delusion. Nayam kutaschit na babu kaschit iti shrute. So Upanishad has told us both. It is not from something, nor something is from it. So absolute aja in both these senses. And final declaration by the Shruti is Sa Esha Neti Neti Iti Vyakyatam Ninnute Yataha. Sarvam agraya bhavena hetuna ajam prakashate. Now, neti neti was referred to in Karika 24 also. And now it is again brought in to reaffirm that thing. Ninnute. Vyakyatam ninnute. That means God is told as creator, this and that. And then we are told that God is not the creator. So all the creation and all that is removed at a stroke. First, the whole world is connected with God by telling nobody else has created the world. It is God only who has created the world. So the world becomes connected with God. And then it is said that God is not created. So the world is not created at all. First, anybody else's creation is denied by telling God is a creator. And after telling this, if we say God is not the creator, the implication is that the world is not created at all. World is not created by anybody else. World is created by God only. And we say God has not created the world. So means nobody else nor God has created the world. Sarvam agraya bhavena. So anything is not accepted. Then hetuna, by this reason, ajam prakashate. So final meaning, emphasis, reality is that it is an unborn reality. Sarva vishesha pratishedena athata adesho neti neti. So after all particulars of connection between God and world, why this is so? Because if without getting connected, then Brahman may be absolutely real, but the world remains. That is what would have happened. Important point. If without telling that God is the creator of this world, then somebody else may be the creator. God may be one without a second. Somebody else may be the creator. This wrong sense would have come. And so, don't say God is not the creator. Only don't say like that. The Shastras first associate everything with God and say God alone can be the creator, nothing else can be the creator. And then when we say God is not the creator, it removes all the realism of the world. Clear? If God is the creator is not told. God is described as Shruti, Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya, and that is being asked why it is said so. If that was not done, then we could have surmised that Brahman may be one without a second or whatever, but somebody else has created the world. So that should not be. And so, important point. Why it is told at all that God is the creator? So that no else creator remains in our mind. The whole world becomes only God's creation. And then if we say God is not the creator, then the whole world becomes unreal. Iti pratipadhitasya atmano durbodhatvam mandamanam. So, when we are told not this, then it becomes difficult to comprehend. So, Shruti punah punar upayantarattvena tassaiva pratipipada vishaya yad vyakyatam tat sarvam ninnute. Grahyam janimat buddhi vishayam apalapati. So the method by the Shruti is to first tell us that everything is created by God, only to tell us that it is not created by anybody else. And then the Manda Buddhi can understand God is not the creator. So, what is denied at a stroke? Arthat sa esha neti neti iti atmano adrishyatam darshayanti Shruti. The non-objectivity of Atman is told by the Shruti. Upayasya upayanishtatam ajanata. Upayatvena vyakyatasya upeyavadgrahyata mabhut iti agraya bhavena hetuna karanena ninnute iti artha. 2 points. There is an upay, something to be realized. Then there is upaya, that is, there is a means of realization. And these means of realization are derived from that nature of the reality alone. Upayasya upayanishtatam. That point which was told in the beginning. So sadhana is there, but sadhana has to be derived fully from the nature of Brahman. If one does not know that, then whatever is told as meaning, upasana, the means, then people would have taken that as real. So after talking of upasana or the cause of the world or upasana, if you are told to do worship of God as the creator, and then we are told God is not the creator. So if that would have not been told, then how our sadhana would have led to Brahman? So first, the world is told to be created by God. Then our mind has gone to God. And now we say that it is not the creator. So that is the way. Immanence, whole, and then transcendence. All pervading God, then what remains? There is no all. So that also conveys the same meaning. That is ninnute, final determination. Tatasya evam upasya upayanishtatam eva janata upayasya cha nityeka rupatvam tasya sabhaya abhyantaramajam atmatattvam prakashate swayameva. So when we understand that the upaya is upayanishta, it is derived directly from the nature of God, then it will not lead us to any other result. That is the whole setup. So the word here, upaya, is upayanishta, should never be forgotten. Okay? I think from all sides, this niti and one without a second or agraya, all that is now established, that it is only for total negation of the world. If you only say world is unreal, then the negative realism exists. So first connect the whole world with Brahman. And then say Brahman is not the creator. That is the best way of removing the illusion of the world from our mind. If we do not connect that, then always that possibility remains that it can be something else. So to remove the possibility of anything else, we are told that the world is created by God. And then it is denied, so the world goes away totally. This is the upayanishtata upaya. We'll come across it again while dealing with this sadhana of Brahman. Okay? So the one without a second nature is revealed in so many ways. No world. Now, this is by the Shrutis. This is by what the Rishis have said. Now, apply reason also to understand this point. So you see, no independent reason is allowed in Vedanta. That will lead to nihilism. And so, again and again, the Shruti is explained. How to read the Shruti has been explained thoroughly in all these karikas. And now we are told, now apply reason also in confirmation of the Shrutis, in line with the Shrutis. So he says, Sato hi maya janma yujjate na tu tattvataha tattvato jayate yasya jatam tasya hi jayate. So something is real and it is born. So it is only through maya that it can be born, not reality. If you assume that really there is a birth, then what happens? That reality itself becomes not ajab. The reality itself becomes born from something else. The unborn reality appears as born. But if the reality is not assumed to be unborn, then it is a born reality. It is already the changing reality. From that world is created, but reality is not like that. So the reason is to be applied like this. Reality is uncreated. And because the reality is uncreated, it appears as something else only due to wrong knowledge. If we say it is really born, then the reality itself becomes born. So that is the argument in line with the Shrutis. So Shankar gives here an argument in line with the Shrutis that the Janma of Sat can be only through Maya, not in itself reality. If you accept Janma in itself reality, then it is born Brahman, and from that further birth. So that is not expected, that is not wanted. Brahman has to be one without a second. So Shankar says, Evam hi shruti vakya shati sabaya abhyantaramajam atma tattvam advayam na tattva anyadasti iti nishchitam etat. So from the Shrutis we gather that it is both outside, inside, unborn, ourself, non-dual, nothing other than exists. This is what becomes confirmed. Yuktya aduna etadeva punah nirdariti tya. So all that has been told from the Vedas, and now reason also is applied to show the same result. Tatra, in that case, etat sad, it becomes like this. Sad agrayam eva ched asadeva atmatatvamiti. The doubt comes in our mind that if Sat can never be experienced, then it is unreal. Then no, but that is wrong. Karya Grahanat, beautiful. We see the world, and world cannot come from anything else, maybe delusion, but it is the God appears as the world. So if the world, if God is absolutely non-object, then how to explain the world? Yatha sato maya vino maya janma karyam. So the magic experience of the magician is given again, that the magician being real produces maya. If the magician was not real, how the maya would have been produced? Evam jagato janma karya guruyamanam maya vinam iva paramartha santyam atmanam jagat janma mayaspadam avagamayati. So through that similarity, it is told that the reality alone is real. Everything else is appearance. Okay. Yasmat sato hi vidyamanat karanat maya nirmitasya hastyadi karyasya eva jagat janma yujyate na asata karanat. So I see an elephant being born from the magician. So it is only apparent. It could not have been real, nor it could have been from the non-existing cause. That is important here. That world is unreal, but it cannot be derived from the non-existent cause. Cause is existent, and world is the appearance. If world is derived from non-existing cause, it becomes foolishness, not logic. And if it is taken to be really transformation, then the reality nature itself changes. So the meaning of all that by reason is that it is unreal creation from the real cause. Natu tattvata eva atmano janma yujyate. Atma being born in nature, in reality, it never stands. Athava, under meaning, sattva vidyamanasya vastuno rajvade sarpadivat mayaya janma yujyate natu tattvato yatha tatha agrayasyapi sateva atmano raju sarpa jagad rupena mayaya janma yujyate. So, another way to understand is that reality may not be object, but reality is reality. And from the reality, through Maya, the world can come. Reality, not being an object, does not mean it can be transformed. So whether you take reality as non-object or as a reality beyond everything, meaning stands same. Natu tattvata eva ajasya atmano janma. Atma, in reality, can never be born. From any side you say, you will get the same result. Yasya puna paramartha sad ajamatma tattvam jagadrupena jayate vadino. So only somebody debating takes this position that from the absolute truth the world is born. Nai tasya ajam jayate iti shakyam vaktum virodhat. So he is telling it is ajam and it is born. That is illogical. Tata tasya arthat jatam jayate. Tasya arthat jatam jayate. So the meaning there is that a created Brahman, from that the world is created. Iti apannam tatasya anavastha. Then who created that? Then who created that? Then who created that? Would have become infinitum, and that is illogical. Tasmat ajam ekam eva atma tattvam iti siddham. So through this reason, ajam ekam atma tattvam has been established. So in so many ways, it has been shown that from unreal, nothing can come. From real, nothing can come really. From real, everything can come in appearance. This cannot come from something unreal. This cannot come really from something real. This can come in appearance only from something real. So this is the position finally we are getting through all that. And Atman is then one without a second. Asato mayaya janma tattvato naiva yujyate vandya putro na tattvena mayaya vapi jayate. Then something is asat. There are others who say that the reality was not there and the world is created. Suppose then they also mean that the world is not created. If some people say that the world is created from unreality, then world is not created. Because from unreality nothing can be created. So there also applying logic we find that the world is not created at all. Example, Vandya Putra. the son of a barren woman can neither be really born, neither can be born through appearance or by any other means. So if you take reality as unreal, then no logic stands for anything. Okay. So the Asadvadi Paksha has been removed in this way. Asadvadi nam asato bhavasya maya tattvato vana katanchana janma yujyate adrishtatva. Show us in the world anything which is not there and something can be created out of that. So in the absence of any such example, logic cannot tell us that from the unreal reality something has been created. Nai vanda putro maya tattvato vajayate tasmat. Tasmat atra asadvado durata eva anupapanna ityartha. So here asadvad is absolutely from a distance itself is denied. Satvad, then the world is not real. Asadvad itself cannot be assumed. So from a distance itself it has been removed. All this is all right. But then please tell us how the duality appears. So we are dealing with absolute Advaita. And absolute Advaita has been made us, we have been made to understand absolute Advaita up to by all these characters. No place for the world to be real when the reality is one without a second. If there is reality is unreal, then don't talk about it. So from all this, we are left with one reality without a second, the apparent cause of everything. This is established. Okay, tell us, Maya, how through Maya the world is born. So now, please explain how the world is born through Maya. So that is the question now. Yatha swapne dvaya bhasam spandate mayaya mana tatha jagrat dvaya bhasam spandate mayaya mana. So again, take the example of the dream. In dream, nothing is created, you know. But how it appears to be created due to the vibration of the mind. In dream, now the question is how this apparent world is created. And the answer is that it is created due to the vibration of the mind. Appearance of creation. But appearance, how there is appearance of creation, that please explain is our question. We understood real, creation is not real. Reality is one without a second. We understood. But then how the appearance deludes us, why there is appearance, this please explain, is the sincere question of our mind. Clear concept? World is unreal. But world appears. And we are deluded. So how is the appearance? That description, etc. is unreal. Okay. But why there was a description? So finally, please tell us how the appearance of creation is there. That please tell us. So for that, example is of that dream. In dream, we know world has not created, and yet it appears to be created. This dream is very clear. And so, for finding the solution of how appearance comes, we again use the dream. In dream, what is happening? Why appearance of creation is there? mind is fluctuating. Mind is vibrating. That has created, we have seen that. Something, chariot and all that things are there. So when the mind vibrates, bipolar light, it appears that I am seeing some creation. That is not dream. Similarly, in the waking state, the mind vibrates through Maya. That means, first, it is the appearance of the mind vibrating. First, the appearance of mind. The mind appears to vibrate. Then the whole world is explained in dream state. Apply the same to the waking state. First, there is a mind, and so here God is saying, like the Buddhist, that the whole world is a mental creation. Not my mind, your mind, Brahma's mind, cosmic mind. In the Gita, Lord says, Mama bhava manasa jata, esham lokam imam praja. The Maharshis or these or that were created as imagined in my mind. And from them is the whole world. So that thing is brought here. Now understand how Sri Ramakrishna says the Leela is true. So, mind. And from where the mind? Assume. Then what happens? The mind vibrates. Then what happens? The world comes out. Example, dream. Similarly, in the waking state. So, how the appearance of the world is there, please explain. Now, in dream we see that the mind vibrates and we see the world. Otherwise, there is no world. Similarly, in the waking state, the mind vibrates and that gives rise to the perception of the dual world, apparent world. So that is the statement in 29. Okay? We'll read one more. Katham puna sato maya eva janmaiti uchyate. So from one reality, how through Maya the birth takes place, that please explain. Yatha rajvam vikalpita sarpo rajju rupena avekshmana san evam mana parmartha vigyapti atma rupena avekshmanam sat grahya grahaka rupena dvayabhasam spandate swapne mana na samikshaya. So the subject-object appearance is like in the dream, mind as if divides the reality into subject and object in dream, and it creates the world. Similarly, you can understand in waking state, the mind appears to be divided into subject and object, and that creates the world. Yatha rajvam vikalpita sarpo rajju rupena avekshmana san evam mana. So the snake which was appearing on the rope is now seen as the rope itself. Similarly, in dream, mana paramartha vigyapti atma rupena avekshmanam sat. So what is mind? Vigyapti rupena, only that element of knowledge, which is the reality. That is appearing as a mind. Sat grahya grahak rupena dvayabhasam spandate. And it appears as if divided in subject and object and vibrates. Swapne mayaya rajvamyo sarpa. As snake appears on rope, is there any process? it appears. Tatha tadvadeva jagarat jagarite spandate maya yamana spandate iva ityartha. So meaning is that mind as if vibrate. Now, what is the mind originally? Advayam cha dvayabhasam manaspatnena samshaya. Advayam cha dvayabhasam tatha jagaratna samshaya. So doubtlessly, mind itself is not polarized. Mind itself is without a second, but such a mind vibrates and appears as two. So these are not descriptions. These are something to help us to catch the spirit that world appears. How the world appears? Vibrations of the mind. What do you mean? You stop the vibrations of the mind, world will not appear. That is being described here. And so, first it was told, mind vibrates. Then in this caricature it said, mind which is basically non-dual vibrates. Because if you accept mind to be dual, then already creation has come. So the mind is non-dual. And it appears when it vibrates. In Sri Ramakrishna's language, the snake, when it is, I conceive of it as not moving, then it is that Kundalini. But when it moves, I see it move, then I say it is Kali or Shakti or creation. That is being told here. So originally it is Advaita, but it appears to vibrate. When it appears to vibrate, the creation appears. Rajurupena sarvaiva paramarthata atmarupena advayam sat dvayabhasam manas swapnena sanchaya. So again, same example, snake in rope. Originally it is snake rope only, and it appears to vibrate, so snake appears. Nai swapne hastyadi grayam tad grahakam va chakshuradi dvayam vijnana vyatirekena asti. So in dream, other than the consciousness, alaya vijnan, neither there is mind separate, nor world, things separate, nothing. Jagrati tathaiva ityartha. Same thing is happening in Jagrati. Paramartha sad vijnana matra avisheshat. There is a reality. Paramartha sat vijnana. So, avisheshat. That is permanently there. In Jagrati, in dream, in non-appearance of the world, in appearance of the world, the Paramartha Sat, Vijnana, consciousness alone is real. Now, that is one side. Question is, we want to realize this Advaita. We want to use some means to realize this Advaita. So all this description has proved logically that the world is not there. Through Rishi's sentences that the world is not there. But the question is not that. The question is this Advaita Prakarana is started by telling how to realize the one without a second reality. What means to be applied to that? That is the problem. So the whole Prakarana is for that appears to be born, not born. We appear to do sadhana, but not duality. This topic is taken up next. Beautifully. So today, in so many ways, logically, that unborn can never be born. This itself was told in so many ways. There was nothing new. This itself, all the alternates, unreal, from unreal, no real, from unreal, no unreal, from real, unreal, only in appearance, from real, no real appearance. So all these possibilities have been clearly told through Shrutis, through reason. That is how the reason is to be used. So, We are read up to Karika 30. Now, hint of sadhana, actual sadhana, the meaning of sadhana, the purpose of sadhana, the connection with the reality. That is the next topic in the Advaita Prakaran. Om. Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunayama Deva Bhadram Pashyem Akhyabhir Yajatra Stirai Rangai Stushtamamsas Tanuvi Veshema Deva Hitam Yadayu Tastina Indro Vruddashrava Tastina Pusha Vishwaveda Tastina Starksho Arishtanemi Tastino Brihaspatir Dadatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.